Gotta get some water first. How you guys doing? We're looking at the weakest link in every NBA team starting lineup. And immediately, we got King James himself staring at me. We started this off hard. We got DeAndre Hunter on the Hawks. Okay, so they're projecting Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, DeAndre Hunter, Sadiq Bey, and Clint Capella to be the starting five. I get what they're saying here. Sadiq Bey over DeAndre Hunter is crazy, though. Like, you got to think about where we're at. The Hawks gave DeAndre Hunter $80 million, man, to come be like that up and coming 3 and D guy. And now people are saying Sadiq Bey over him. That's crazy. That is crazy. But he has to prove it. He has to prove it. It says himself his estimated plus minus is below average. 3 out of his 4 seasons. That's nuts. And besides that, with the injury concerns, it makes sense. It makes sense why they're picking DeAndre Hunter here. Boston Celtics, whoever starts at the five. I guess. That's because they have a stacked starting five. Like if Robert Williams is your worst starter, you're doing a lot of things right. And I think it's what it should be. You have enough floor spacing already when you got KP at the four. And Al Horford's like, 36, 37 now? There's no reason to make that man be a starter in the regular season. Let him play 20 minutes off the bench. Let him kind of coast through. He'll get some starts when Rob Will gets hurt, because he will. And that's all you need from him. Dorian Finney-Smith. Am I crazy for thinking he's better than Spencer Dinwiddie? I would rather my team to have Dorian Finney-Smith than Spencer Dinwiddie. Mikal and Cam, obviously. Nick Claxton, of course. All great players. So that's good. I'd honestly say Spencer Dinwiddie's not as good as Dorian Finney-Smith. Hey, but I get offensively, Dorian Finney-Smith, you need to pair him with the elite playmaker to really get something out of him. But he's just so nice defensively. He can really move his feet, and that's great. Charlotte Hornets, Brandon Miller. That's tough when your second overall pick is your worst starter. That's actually kind of nuts. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't see that. I don't think that they're wrong. Yeah, I didn't like the pick when they made it, but I'm not gonna hate on the man. God bless him. Hope he does well in the league. But yeah, I definitely would say Brandon Miller is their worst starter, and that's crazy considering they're still gonna be a lottery team. Yeah, that LaMelo Ball trade request is gonna go crazy. Okay, I already see it happening because they are fumbling this, man. Patrick Williams for the Bulls. It feels like every year we keep saying this is gonna be his year. This is gonna be the year that he takes that step. This is gonna be the year that he starts cooking on offense more. He starts taking people off the dribble, and it just never comes. it just never. It never happens, and it sucks because he seems like a real cool dude. He has the frame for somebody you want. Obviously, the Kawhi Leonard comparison was there off rip as a lanky defensive wing who can kind of get his own little bucket here and there, but it is that it hasn't panned out. And look at the rest of the starters, he's the worst starter there. I'll take Caruso over P. Willie for sure. Cavs with Max Strus. This is similar to the Celtics where you just have a stacked starting five, so he's their worst one. But I loved it for them. He got a bag. He got a bag. I'm hoping it pans out for him. But I loved it overall. I think it's a really great move for them. He's exactly what they needed to add to that roster. Yeah, but obviously I said similar to the Celtics. It was just such a great starting five. You kind of the Dallas Mavericks with Dwight Powell, dog. If he's starting again, that is crazy. What is he? Yeah, he's definitely the worst player out of those five. All right, Luca Kai, Tim Hardaway Jr., Grant Williams, and then him. He's definitely the worst out of that group. But how is he still surviving the start? I just don't get it. Grant Williams and Dwight Powell is easily the worst front court in the NBA. Easily. Like, it's not even close. And, like, what are the... okay. I hope they make a trade for Capella. They need it. You can start Josh Green. KCP, but really no one for Denver. I mean, you could say that for the other teams. Strus isn't a bad player. Neither is Robert Williams. But, yeah, like I said, same boat. This is such a crazy starting five. I mean, somebody has to be the odd man out, and he's probably their worst player. Low key, I might take him over MPJ. Not as a player, but as like on an NBA team, I'd rather have KCP than MPJ. If that makes sense. That makes sense. Obviously, I think MPJ is a better player, but if I'm building a team, I think I'd rather have KCP. That's just me, though. Detroit Pistons, James Wiseman. Is he starting? I think they got two big men that are both better than James Wiseman. Why would they be starting him? I think you're gonna start Jalen, or you're gonna be starting Beef Stew. who they just gave a bag of extension to. Why would they start James Wiseman? That's awful. If that's the plan, I mean, trade Bogdanovich because he's not going nowhere. Kevon Looney, unless Chris Paul starts. If Chris Paul actually starts, free Steph Curry. That's what we're starting. We're starting that. Free Steph Curry if they actually are going to move Chris Paul into the starting five. That would be one of the worst decisions I've ever seen from a top organization in the NBA. Like, literally one of the worst. No. I'm not gonna pretend it's gonna happen. But Kevon Looney, yeah, he's the odd man out. Green's better, Wiggins better, Steph Clay, yeah. Wiggins is a dog though. Don't forget it. Rebounding monster, man. He outplayed Domantas Sabonis. No way. Come on. Houston Rockets, Dylan Brooks. Yeah. I see it. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm cool with Dylan Brooks being their worst starter. I think Jabari Smith Jr. takes the jump. Based off of last year, Brooks is better. But I think he'll take another leap. I'm a big fan of Alpy. And then Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green. Hopefully that's a legit backcourt duo going into the season. I'm excited for them. Like I said, I keep saying that they're either going to win 37 games or 17 games. I don't know. It's going to be one of them. We're going to see. Obi Toppin as the Indiana Pacers' worst starter. Is he going to start? Like, are you actually going to have your 7th overall pick come off the bench? And Walker? Maybe. Because you got to think this is Rick Carlisle. Carlisle always likes to play vets who are experienced over young guys. So, that's a crazy starting five, though. Who's playing defense besides Miles Turner? I guess Bruce Brown can kind of clamp up a little bit. Yeah, okay. I guess I can see it a little bit better. But, yeah, ooh. Obi can't defend. My Buddy can't defend. Halliburton can't really defend. I mean, kind of. But that's interesting. Marcus Morris lives another day. Marcus Morris. You know, the Clippers are never going to be free. No way he starts. There's no way Marcus Morris comes back. There's no way. No way. I refuse to believe it. Even if they don't trade for Harden, which I'm a firm believer they shouldn't because that's going to stop Russ from being Russ. But even if they don't go get Harden, he needs to be somewhere else. There's no way. There's no way Morris is back in the Clippers locker room as a player this upcoming season. That'd be nuts. That would be, if I was Tyronn Lue, I would step down before I know. That's crazy. They're setting you up for failure. No way. For the Lakers, we got Rui Hachimura. I think this is similar to the Celtics and the Nuggets and everybody else, where it has to be somebody, but everyone else is really good. Yeah, everyone they dog D'Lo, but he's a hooper. Okay, yeah, he had a bad series. Yeah, whatever. He's still a hooper. He's still a great passer. He does some stupid things sometimes, but he's that guy. Yeah, I liked it though. I think I might take Rui over Austin Reeves. I don't know though. As in like today, who would be a better player? I think I'll take Rui. But Austin's a dog too. We're gonna see. I don't hate that though. John Conchar for the Grizzlies. Who they got started? They got Smart, Bang, Conchar, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Adams. Oh, because they're talking about Ja being suspended, right? Because after, I'm thinking you slide everyone down. So for now, I would say yeah. But assuming when Ja is back in the starting five, I would say Steven Adams. Yeah. That's crazy, actually. Steven Adams being your work. There's a lot of teams stacked with starting fives, actually. Like, it's kind of crazy. Steven Adams being your worst starter is nuts. Like, they're going to, ooh. If that works, that's going to be beautiful. Miami Heat with Kalo. I don't even want to talk about them that much because they got a lot going on. Are they going to get Dame? Is the league going to ban them from getting Dame? I don't even know. So, obviously, if you're trading Dame for Dame, I mean, you're going to be giving up a lot. You're going to be giving up a lot of rotation pieces, so I don't know what it really looks like. And I don't know. Is Tyler Hero even there? Some people say he could stay through a Dame trade. Some people says he'll be a part of it for extra draft picks. I don't really know. We'll see. But yeah, based on the five they have, I think I probably say Kevin Love's better than Josh Richardson. I don't know. I probably would say that. But other than that, I think it's fair. Grayson Allen for the Bucks. I think Malik Beasley starts actually low key. I'm just saying. I think Malik Beasley, because that's like exactly what they need at that spot is a guy like Malik Beasley. But if they do start Grayson Allen, I mean, it's not the end of the world. He fits. But yeah, either way, whoever it is, Beasley or Grayson Allen, that's going to be their worst starter. Either way, by a pretty fair margin, so it doesn't matter. Timberwolves' worst starter is Mike Conley. I guess he's getting older, so I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit more regression with that too. What is he's like 36 now? So I mean, I can see that. But obviously, Ant, Jay McDaniels, and Cat are better. Gobert has a higher peak in what he can give you, but he also has way lower lows. You know, like I don't think you can. I mean, you can play Mike Conley off the floor, right? But I think it's harder than playing off like a Rudy Gobert. But yeah, that's what I'll say as of right now. Mike Conley's their worst starter for sure. I agree with it. Jonas Valanciunas. Um, they have Zion Williamson in there, which is cool, right? If he was actually, on the court. But yeah, I think based on the five they have down there, he's definitely their worst starter. I'm a big Trey Murphy believer. Hey, TM3, hey, he's that guy. He is that guy, and I like that. RJ Barrett for the Knicks. Ouch. No way. There's no way you're gonna sit here and tell me Quentin Grimes is better than RJ Barrett. Okay, we're getting too far. Okay, I feel like players get overrated, and then people see that they're not as good as what people have been overrating them to. So then they swing it back to the other side, and now they severely underrate them. There's no way. There's no way you're gonna sell me that Quentin Grimes is a better player than RJ Barrett. There's no. There's nothing. There's nothing you could positively say to me. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I see it. No, no. Yeah, that's crazy. He has his flaws, but no. Come on now, that's disrespectful. Lou Dort for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yeah, you got Giddy, you got Shea. You're gonna have Jalen Williams, then Chet around him. I'd say Lou's the worst. Y'all know that like the hot and cold charts, right? For the little shot charts, and to be like the worst players to shoot from this position or like this distance. Like Lou Dort, all around the rim is just the worst field goal percentage in the league. Like y'all know that he literally had the worst touch around the rim. He was like dead last in layups, like layup percentage. Excuse me. I mean, like rotation players, like dead last is crazy. Gary Harris for the Magic, is he gonna start? If he does, cool. Yeah. I'll agree with it if he does start. I don't know if he's a starter though. I wouldn't hate it though. I wouldn't hate it. But yeah, Fultz, Harris, Watt. Yeah, I like the group. I like the team overall. I think they have a really solid starting five. Gary Harris is the worst guy they got listed up there, but even then, he's cold. He's a hooper. So I mean, it's not even like he's a bum. I'm excited to watch them play this year because it feels like they've been rebuilding and tinkering for a while, but it feels like now they're ready to start trying to win games, and I like that. 76ers with PJ Tucker. Yeah, I don't even look at the whole list. I know it's Toby, Harden, Maxey, and Bede. Yeah, it's not even close. Yeah, it's just he works on defense. He tries. That's about it. Yeah, and then having him and Patrick Beverly is gonna be nuts because Patrick Beverly is just a 6'1" PJ Tucker. Like literally, they do the same thing. So it's kind of it's kind of funny actually to see it. But yeah. One thing though, Pat Bev's not scared to shoot. Okay, Tucker, he gets kind of shy when he shoots the rock. P. Bev will let that thing fly. That's the only difference. But yeah, he's their worst starter for sure. This Suns title is crazy. Whichever non-max player doesn't start, this thing could be a Kogi or Kata Bates Diop or Gordon or Watanabe next to KD, DeAndre, and then the star backcourt. I think I'll give it to Kogi just for defense or Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon would be cool. So they'd be my two leaders for that. I think Bates and Watanabe, they're more fours. You think you'd want them to stay kind of at the power four spot. They could get away with the three, but I think honestly for today's spacings and just overall defensive responsibilities, they'd make a lot more sense playing the four. So that's just me. I would definitely start at Kogi or Gordon though, and obviously they're going to be the worst. Everyone else is like all-star caliber guys. Blazers worst starters projected to be Shaden Sharp. They got Dame on here. Okay, I'm putting Scoot in that spot. I think same starters, but Scoot instead of Dame. And I would say, yeah, Shaden is probably still, yeah. I was trying to help him out. Nah, he probably is still the worst starter. Again, he's a good player. I really like him. Y'all know he shot 45% on was it catch and shoot threes? I believe it was. That's nuts. That's such. He reminds me a lot of like Zach LaVine when he was starting to put together like his second year in the league. When he's starting to put some stuff together, that's what he reminds me of a lot. The Kings with Harrison Barnes as their worst starter. Yeah, immediately when I first saw it that they re-signed him, I'm like, what are they doing? What are you doing? I really thought they were gonna go get Kuzma or anybody else, somebody, some replacement. Like every time I just think about after what game was it? Game 4 in the first round? I don't even know. But the Warriors and Kings were going back and forth, and then Harrison Barnes got a late corner three, and he shot and missed it, and they lose the game. I think it was like literally at the buzzer. Draymond on his podcast said that is exactly who we want taking that shot. They wanted Harrison Barnes to take that. He's that disrespected. They said we want Harrison Barnes to shoot with the game on the line. And I get the premise was like, oh, we don't want De'Aaron Fox to beat us, but that's crazy. Y'all brought him back. Oh man, that's crazy. Jeremy Sohan, okay. I I would say he's better than Trey Jones. Maybe am I just a believer? I might just be a Jeremy believer. I definitely think he's better than Trey Jones. Vassell's better than him. Keldon Johnson's better than him, and Victor. We're assuming hopefully he's better than him. But yeah, I think Trey Jones is their worst star. I think it's pretty simple though. Again, a young, fun group. They got a good direction now. I like that. Raptors with Dennis Schroeder. I said on my live the other day, they easily have the worst starting point guard in the league, and it's not even a shot at Dennis. But like literally, your best guard is Dennis Schroeder. Your best guard is Dennis Schroeder. That's nuts to me. That's nuts. And he's not even a bad player. He's just not. If you're trying to win games, you don't want Dennis Schroeder to be your main playmaker. Like you got Siakam, but then is Dennis Schroeder at two? Or maybe is OG getting that responsibility? Is that what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, "Hey, OG, you've been crying about these touches for so long. Come and get them." I don't know, but he's a dog on defense, and that's gonna be nice for them. Then they got Agbaji for. Whoa, did I say Baji? Agbaji is G for the Jazz, and then you got Jordan Clarkson with Markkinen, John Collins, and Kessler. I like the John Collins deal for him. Maybe I'm on my own here. I like that for them. I think he fits nicely next to Kessler. I really want them. I want them to start Keontae George though. Maybe that's just me. I get having Clarkson there. He's a cool guy. I get the reason that they're doing it, but I think it's time to go young. If he wants to be off the bench and be cool and help the growth, I'd love that. But yeah, it's time to go. Last but not least, Corey Kispert next to Tyus Jones, JP, Kyle Kuzma, and Gafford. Yeah, he's the worst guy out of that group. I'm a big Tyus Jones believer. I just love what he does. Poole, I'm thinking Poole's gonna go crazy this year, but yeah, yeah. This was a cool slot though. This is a cool video. Y'all let me know what you guys think down below about everything we just talked about. And thank you for love and support. I'm on TikTok, TT_hoops1. That's gonna be linked in the bio of this video if y'all interested in that. Otherwise, peace out.